Yesterday night was Lewis-Skelly's day, from him making the debut, scoring a goal on his debut, winning the man of the match, and obviously becoming one of the youngest goal scorers for England that have gone ahead to make their debut, and obviously they really found the target. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. How are you guys, and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokani David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a day. You want to hit 26,000 subscribers on this channel, and guys, continue to do the needful by really subscribing. Now, how many likes for Lewis-Skelly? Because I know Arsenal fans watch this channel a lot and you love Lewis-Skelly. I went ahead and obviously put out a post onto the Rokani Media community, and you guys came up in huge numbers and you really had your say over it. Very many likes onto the post, and I've gone ahead obviously see that most of you are really having positive comments about the guy, and I'm like, let me do a video about this, because I was not going to do a video about this, but because of your huge interaction, I was like, maybe I'll be betraying them to obviously see to it that I really don't post about this guy who came up and obviously went ahead, obviously looked good into that fixture. Obviously, we're going to be talking about Lewis-Skelly and the game of England, where they went ahead, obviously beat the side of Albania by 2-0. The first game for the manager of England, that is Thomas Tuchel, and then the first game for Myles Lewis-Skelly. It was in the 20th minute when Bellingham went ahead, obviously do what we call a very huge line breaking pass from the central axis, and it found Lewis-Skelly, and Lewis-Skelly used a lot of composure and nutmegged the goalkeeper, and the ball went ahead to obviously go in the back of the net. That was Lewis-Skelly for you, and he found himself on target into that particular fixture in there for you. Now, Lewis-Skelly, upon scoring that goal, there are some stats that he went ahead obviously, or records that he went ahead obviously make, because Opta Joe went ahead and told us that aged 18 years and 176 days, Myles Lewis-Skelly is the youngest player in history to score on his senior England debut, surpassing Marcus Rashford's record of 18 years and 209 days versus Austria in May 2016. So Marcus Rashford was the youngest ever English player to ever score on his first senior debut, and now Lewis-Skelly comes up and obviously beats that record. Shows you that records are there to be broken, and he's 18 years of age. I told you that in September he's obviously gonna be making he's obviously gonna be making 19 years of age. That is Lewis-Skelly for you. Now, let me show you how he obviously went ahead, obviously banged that ball into the back of the net, because most of you might be asking yourselves on how he really went ahead, obviously put this ball through the legs of the goalkeeper, and it really went ahead to count into that game in the 20th minute, and England was really having huge domination of the game, but they couldn't obviously find the ball at the back of the net, and Lewis-Skelly, there he comes, nutmegging the goalkeeper, and he really went ahead, obviously put it through his legs. Then after scoring, this is how he went ahead, obviously celebrate. He ran and really made that huge celebration. Then he was joined by Phil Foden and Curtis Jones into his huge celebration. And there came Lewis-Skelly, obviously going down on his knees to obviously go ahead and thank the Almighty for what he had gone ahead to achieve on his debut, and that is a very big gesture that God is Lord and he makes everything go the way that he wanted to go. That is Lewis-Skelly for you, and that's how he went ahead, obviously put in a very beautiful shift in there. Now, the manager of England, who goes by the names of Thomas Tuchel, came up and said the following, that Lewis-Skelly is an amazing player, amazing personality. He came into the camp and it's normal to fall in love with him. A top player, amazing character, a well-deserved debut. That's what Thomas Tuchel went ahead to say about this youngster. He also added and said, I see him more confident as more of a natural leader. Even at Bayern Munich, he changed his club and played away from his home. I think not really. Not this. This is not all about Lewis-Skelly. I think this was for Harry Kane, by the way. Let me obviously find what exactly this guy had to say about Lewis-Skelly, because it's really something long that he said about this young lad that I need to read to you, to see to it that he really give him his flowers as a guy that came up and really put in a very good performance on his debut in there. Where is it? So I think that's the first thing I said about him. Then we obviously had to go on to a player called Lewis-Skelly, and this is him being presented the man of the match. He was voted the man of the match, and I think he really deserved it. That is Lewis-Skelly for you being presented the man of the match award on the night at Wembley. That is the lad himself. Then the manager went ahead to obviously have something to say about the guy that was responsible for the assist that resulted into Lewis-Skelly's goal. Hey, no doubt, he's a key player for us. A fantastic pass for the first goal. We expect special things from Jude Bellingham. He has great responsibility. We must create an environment and structure where he can see more of it. And by the way, in the coming future, lots of people are obviously going to be having problems with lots of people are really going to be having problems with who is going to be the number 8 of England. Sorry, or the number 10. Because if you're having Carl Palmer, James Maddison, Jude Bellingham, you know, all those are really good number 10s, you know, and even Phil Foden can play as a number 10, and now the manager is spoiled for choice, and looks like Jude Bellingham has been moved from being played in the double pivot, and I think that has been so much done to him at Madrid that he has gone ahead to be given the best positions possible in there. So that is all about Jude Bellingham in there for you, and that's what the manager really had to say about Lewis-Skelly. But remember, the side of Jude Bellingham is obviously going to be facing off he's obviously going to be facing off Arsenal in the Champions League. So that means that Thomas Tuchel and Declan Rice are really going to be facing off one another. Sorry, Declan Rice and Lewis-Skelly are going to be facing off a Madrid best star, that is Jude Bellingham, into that particular competition. Then the manager had the following to say on Marcus Rashford and Foden. Said, we hoped for more impact in these positions. We wanted less passes and more dribbles, more aggressive runs towards the box. This was what was missing. All the chances came from little runs in behind the lines. When Lewis-Skelly scored and Kyle Walker created a chance for the second goal. That was missing. They weren't as decisive as they can be. So that's exactly what we went ahead obviously get from the manager. Now on the second goal scorer, that is Harry Kane, obviously Thomas Tuchel said, I see him more confident as more of a natural leader. Even at Bayern Munich, he changed his club and played away from his country home. He's a top captain, top teammate. Very happy he scored the second goal. It's very important. It's a very important moment for him. Obviously for Harry Kane, you know to it that he is a goal machine, and one of the things that he's really working on to is to see to it that he obviously lifts trophies. Remember, he hasn't lifted a trophy at club level, you know, and last season at Bayern Munich he couldn't win the Champions League, DFB Pokal Cup, all the Bundesliga. But this time round they're into the quarters of the UEFA Champions League. They're going to be taking on Inter Milan, and even at the side of the Champions League or the league, they're really in top lead, and he might obviously find himself winning the league for the very first time in his career. That is Harry Kane. But at the national level, he has played in 2 finals and he hasn't gone ahead to win any, meaning that this might be his last run, because I think after 2026, there is no way England will be really basing everything onto Harry Kane. So guys, your thoughts on Lewis-Skelly shining on England debut are welcome in the comment section below. Good morning. Have a nice Saturday.